Hello guys, I am Lokesh here and I have Biju Nair with me. We are at Open Source Summit, which has been organized by the Linux Foundation here in Mumbai this year in 2026. So, hi Biju, very nice to meet you. Uh,
Thank you,
so,
Lokesh.
so let's start. You can introduce yourself, tell us what you do for a living.
Yeah. So my name is Biju Nair. I'm a lawyer by training, and I take care of multiple things. So I have a law firm called Legalitix, where we focus on technology law and law. Basically, we work on open source. So we draft open source policies. We help companies with open source training, understanding how to use open source within the legal framework across the globe. We also work on data protection laws like DPDP, GDPR, CCPA, and other regulatory things across the globe. And we help founders with their legal journey, maybe starting as early as with their founders agreement, uh, their employment agreement, with their staff, and all those things.
So, you said you're a lawyer, right? So, what actually brought you into this tech world? Do you have an interest in technology, right from your childhood or something like that?
So initially, I was a litigation lawyer, and then I used to work with a law firm called Amarchand Mangalas, as it was then, where most of the litigation we used to do was technology focused. So from there, the journey started. Then I used to be part of Software Freedom Law Center. So there also we did a lot of work around technology. And post that, when I started my law firm, I started getting some of the works which was around all these areas. So from there, the journey began.
So, you love working more on technology.
Yeah. So most of the work which comes to me and my team is around technology.
So, how many years you have been practicing
It's
law?
been 23 years.
23 years. And what interests you the most?
Yeah. So it's like, every time something is new. So new technology comes in, it fascinates me. Like, uh, you know, there is nuanced aspects to it, newer technology when it comes. So, you know, it is, I try to apply the legal understanding I have on all these issues. And my objective is to provide solutions to my client using my legal understanding.
Okay.
So I call myself as a problem solver for these technologies.
But okay, so today we are at an open source event, right? And there are a lot of technologies that are open source, being Linux, be it WordPress, or be anything that's built out of that, even the PHP framework, right? So, if a corporate client comes to you, right, and asking you whether open source is better or going for patented technology is better, what would you recommend him and why?
So typically, these questions don't come to us generally because that's a business decision they take. But if they were to ask us, we would surely advise them to go for open source because for multiple reasons, various reasons. One, there is no vendor lock-in. Okay, this is a technology wherein the whole globe is contributing to, and it is not, you know, identifiable with one company or one entity. And let's say there is a security issue or anything with a proprietary platform, only that vendor can provide you a solution. So you have to wait for that vendor to provide a solution. And if you are not an enterprise client of that vendor, you're screwed.
But then, what about data sharing concerns? Because you are using an open source tool which is completely free, and even though you're hosting it on your own server, some people will still have concerns
So
about
yeah,
the data being
yeah,
used.
yeah. So the fundamental understanding of mine is uh, open source doesn't mean free. Open source means the freedom to operate and to see the code and use it that way. And as regards to data concerns, I think it is a wrong notion because when most of the open source technologies, you can control things because in a proprietary world, you don't control anything. At least here you can look at the code, you can modify the code as per the license if the license permits it. So, to my understanding, data sharing is something much better in an open source world. It's more secure because you can install the tools you trust into the system and use any tool which you want other than what a proprietary platform would impose upon.
And how do you feel? How does AI blend into open source? Because there are also concerns about data security in AI.
Hmm.
And do you think it will kind of erode the soil of open source in some way, kind of take over what open source actually offers? Like you just mentioned, open source offers the freedom. Do you think AI will have an impact on that?
Yeah, AI has been there for some years now. So I don't see that open source will get fundamentally affected. But yes, there are concerns like ranging from you know how vaguely companies are using it's an open source AI and stuff. So the whole ecosystem, the open source ecosystem, feels that all these solutions are not open source AI. So there is something called as open washing, where
Hmm.
people are falsely claiming it to be open source, but it is not.
Hmm.
So that is an issue which we have seen a lot.
And how do you feel that? How are the data privacy rules, basically the acts? So we had GDPR, then followed by CCPA. There were some other acts also. Now India is doing DPDP, right? So how do you think what will be the impact of this on all open source systems?
Yeah. So if you look at open source, privacy and open source can go simultaneously. So there is no problem I see. But yes, all the ecosystem has to be now with DPDP coming into play. They have to also look at how do you secure the person's personal information and make it secure. So I think there is a lot of opportunity for the open source ecosystem to provide various offerings for the whole ecosystem with especially DPDP coming into play. So I think this will give us a lot of opportunity for open source solution providers, which is privacy enabled.
More controls on IT governance,
Yes.
risk, and I think more discipline, more
Yeah,
disciplined
more
open.
discipline and more opportunities also.
So, so what are your key takeaways now? We are at the Open Source Summit.
Yeah.
So, what are your key takeaways? What do you think that you will take back from this event, and how do you think you'll be able to help your clients?
Yeah. So always platforms like Open Source Summit is a platform where I interact, learn, and collaborate with various stakeholders in the ecosystem. And so here also I got to interact with various stakeholders and learn a lot. So that's the beauty of such conferences.
All right. It was very nice to talk to you today.
Thank you.
Have a great day and have a great rest of the evening. Thank you
Thank
so much.
thank you.